We are right in the middle of July, meaning we are halfway through the summer.
But if you have been putting off some of your summer vacation plans because you simply think you can't afford it, think again. 300 Side's Gary Harper says there are a number of affordable options.
You know, we may live here in Arizona, but there are so many deals we still haven't taken advantage of. I'll give you an example. What about some of our resorts here in the valley? We have award-winning resorts going right now for about $100, even less than that sometimes, a night. That's a bargain. How many people do you know who have been here for years, maybe even decades, and they still haven't been to Horseshoe Bend or maybe the Grand Canyon? And then there's our Arizona wine country. That's another cheap, easy day trip.
I think this time of year is really stressful for people because it's a completely different shift in schedules and routines, but it's temporary.
Kelsa Dickey is a Valley financial coach who really knows how to stretch a dollar. She says when it comes to summer getaways, some Valley families are reluctant, thinking it will cost too much money.
I think what I'm hearing this time of year is that people wish they would have started thinking about it sooner because they're like, oh, we really want to take a vacation, but now we have to come up with $2,000.
Kelsa says that's just not the case because with Arizona as our backyard, the options are countless.
I think one of the best things about Arizona is that staycations are relatively inexpensive and incredibly enjoyable.
Staycations, where you stay at a resort, but you just don't leave the state. Here in the Valley, more than a dozen resorts are offering significantly reduced prices in order to make up for the large number of travelers who keep away during our summer heats.
You don't have to travel, you don't have to book plane tickets or get rental cars. You really can make the most of just a hotel right here in the Valley.
Another affordable option? Be a tourist in your own city by going online and getting something called a POGO Pass, a discounted pass for numerous local attractions that you know about, but you just haven't tried.
Chances are there's a museum right around the corner from your house or a water park that maybe you drive by every day on your way to work and you simply don't think about it anymore because you live here.
And Kelsa says you can always escape the heat by heading up to the northern part of our states.
You know, you can drive 2 hours and be in a completely different climate, so you don't have to go out of state to feel like you're on vacation.
Or head south of the valley, where Arizona is known for its wine country. People who have lived in Arizona for decades know it's there, but just haven't been.
Yeah, you could definitely do some wine tasting down past Tucson. You could go to Bisbee. You could go towards the West Coast, maybe head towards Palm Springs for a day trip.
You have to remember that we live in a state that attracts travelers from around the world. So take advantage of it and do it on a shoestring budget.
I usually recommend if you can't afford a big vacation, that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy some time with your family.
And of course, don't forget we have whitewater rafting. We have a lot of petroglyphs here in the valley and around the state for that matter. And then there's Old West towns like Tombstone, and it's all right here in our backyard. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on your side.